I'm mindful that I'm disturbing between you guys and dinner time. So I gotta make this a little bit faster. Pei Hun, good to see you. Wee Sing, good to see you. Okay. Those in YouTube, good to see you. I'm as usual hiding in one of the stores. Okay, with good Wi-Fi. There is quite a lot of people here. Uh, I can't wait for later because one, I'm not free later, but more importantly, very soon there's an announcement of GDP, so I want to be ahead of it. Okay. This is a big distraction. Put it a little bit further. All right, cool. All right, good. Okay. So those people that just came in on YouTube, can you all, make sure you guys give a like. Let me at least tell me you guys are there. Okay. Okay. Good evening, Xiu Qing. I'm responding to a huge bull run yesterday night. Huge bull run. Okay. We haven't seen this bull run for a long time. Okay. The last I checked, I unloaded like $650,000 into this stock market already in this crash. $650,000. So this bull run is really in my favor. Okay. Hello, Emily. Good to see you. Joan. Good to see you. Okay. Um, so make sure that you download the slides. Ricky, good to see you. Once you download the slides, let me know and I'll start. Okay. I don't want to disturb your dinner time, but I have to go live right now because I gotta help B with some of the stuff here. And more importantly is that there is an announcement coming out in about 1 hour or less than an hour's time. About 1 hour's time. Okay. Yes. Anybody made money in the bull run so far? Okay. Yes. Yes. So early, Mary. I have no choice. Huh? Okay. We sing. Yes. Once your download slides are ready, I'll start. Okay. Today sell clothes. B is selling the clothes. Yes. YouTube can watch. Only YouTube. Watch on Facebook. Facebook is there. Yeah. Facebook is there. Hello. QY. Good to see you. Ashton. Good to see you. Okay. Have you downloaded the slides? Okay. Thanks, Ayumi. You've done your like and share. I really appreciate this. Okay, cool. I think it's important for me to share with everybody the incredible bull run that just happened. Is not, to my opinion, it's not a spurious kind of thing. It's a strong affirmation of a turning of a market. Okay, clear until cannot clear. So I thought I want to share with everybody. Okay. Okay, you read our minds. All right, cool. So which part did I read your mind? Okay. It's nice to hear. Shirley, good to hear from you too. Okay. All right, I assume that all of you have downloaded slides. Continue to give a huge blast of light on Facebook as well. And I'll start. Okay. Let me increase this a little bit. All right. Let me increase this height a little bit. Increase this height a little bit. All right. Okay. Where is Mr. Lu Facebook? They're on Premium Mall. I'm borrowing my wife's Facebook channel. Okay. Yeah, TQQ jumped more than 12%. Yes, yes, that's true. Yesterday, I do have some TQQ to be frank with you. TQQ jumped by 12.5%. Okay, yes. Andrew, good to see you. Fudaras, good to see you. Okay, let's go. Okay, all right, let's go. The title of my slides today is "The economy is so bad. There's a war going on. Interest rate went up by 0.75%. But why the market still shooting to the moon? Okay, why the market still shooting to the moon? And essentially, I will answer the question whether are you too late in the stock market? Okay, so and I think it's very important for me to impress upon everybody what I think my view is about the whole economy, stock market, whatsoever. By now, I think those naysayers should go and slap your face when attacking me and say that I'll be wrong in my market predictions. Okay, they better go slap themselves. Yeah, I actually don't mind if you have a different view, but they were very rude. Yeah, so I don't think I need to hold back on my words against them. Okay, Facebook doesn't work now. Cannot be. Facebook is working. I'm talking to everybody right now. What happened is, Su Qing, can you tell me what happened there? Okay, anyway, a disclaimer, strong disclaimer. I'm not here to tell you to buy or sell. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Okay, and of course, it's more for education, entertainment. You make your own assessment. Okay, make sure you get more data points whatsoever. Okay. So there was a big, huge news yesterday. big, huge news. The Federal Reserve increased the interest rate by 75 basis point, 0.75%. And that's the second time they do it to fight inflation. But the funny thing is that once they did that, the whole market rallied, boom. Even before that happened, it already rallied. But the minute the news came out and Jerome Powell, the Federal Reserve Chairman, announced, the market shot up to the roof. Yeah, okay, exploded. I haven't seen this kind of explosion for a long time. Okay, how to download slides? They are all in the comments. Okay, they are in the comments. So, so I think this was a huge news. It's funny. Everybody was so worried about what the interest rate come out and the market will crash the market. I told you guys, right? I don't think that will happen. Okay, those who follow me in Telegram, I really said 0.75% is within expectation, and everybody predicted that. 0.5% if increase will shoot the whole stock market even further to the moon, maybe to Mars or something like that. And if it's a 1%, yeah, it may have some impact, but I don't think that will happen. And it's true. It turns out exactly as predicted. But in all fairness, it's not just me who predicted it, the whole market predicted it. That's why, yes, I was right, yes. Okay? I am not surprised of the bull run cause Mr. Lu already predicted weeks ahead. Yeah. This is one bull run that I predicted so clearly, so far ahead, and tell everybody it's coming. Right? So I'll talk about some of the implications, okay? Why did the market shoot up? It's supposed to be going down, right? Okay. So this is the main reason, okay, that the market actually detected Jerome Powell. They detected what we call dovish undertones. Dovish undertones means that he's no longer that aggressive anymore. Yeah, okay. That takes a lot of balls to give such prediction. Okay, GDP is minus 1.2%. Is it already announced? Okay, can someone tell me? Joan, is it announced already? That's a very important piece of news. Okay. So the key thing is Jerome Powell. Oh, it's announced already. Oh wow, I gotta change my slides then. Okay. Yeah. But looks like then did the stock market? Let me see. Yeah. Let me see where the stock market has any reaction. Not really. Yep. Okay. So those are interested in clothes can attend B's live stream later. I'm not doing the selling. Okay. So the Federal Reserve, okay, right now is hinting, okay, a slowdown in interest rate rises. They really say that the 0.75%, the 0.75% is a very aggressive increase really. Okay. So yeah, so I think 0.7% is a very aggressive increase. So Federal Reserve actually said that they will watch and see, but very unlikely they may not continue such aggressive tone. So actually some of the words being used actually hint to this thing. Okay. So as a result, the stock market rallied. Can you see those jumps? Okay, Nasdaq and S&P 500 and Nasdaq went up. In one day, the Nasdaq went up 4.3%, and in S&P 500 went up close to 3%. Okay, so a lot of people ask, Mr. Lu, are we too late already? Are we too late, right? And how many of you actually invested a lot in this stock market? You know, how many of you actually invested a lot in this stock market? Say me. Okay. I bet, despite me telling everybody what I said weeks ahead, again and again, many of you attended, read all the signals, read all the news whatsoever. I think less than 1% of you were there to follow what I did. Why I say that? Okay, why I say that is because, okay, and I can understand. There were 3 friends, close friends, who looked for me and said, Lu, whenever you think the market is going to turn around, please tell me. Okay, I said, no, I don't give financial advice. So at least tell me you're going in big. So this time around, I called them and just said, okay, good friend, and these are people I know they can afford to lose money, and they are loaded. One is a very famous doctor, okay. One is a businessman. Two are businessmen, loaded, super loaded. Okay, yes. So out of three that I called and just said, you asked me to tell you, I'm telling you right now. Okay, big moves. I'm making big moves because of this. This is the reason. Out of that three friends who told me that yes, I'm going, I want to go, I'm going, only one. And that one person who went in, I think went in about 400,000, no, sorry, 600,000 Sing. Okay, but he's very, very rich, so it's a small portfolio, right? Then the whole stock market went up, right? The other two, one went in a little bit. So my point is that it is very difficult to take that leap of faith, and now you realize that it is not here that determines whether you invest well or not. And I've said it many times. It is here. What's here than here that determines whether you do well in investments. I hope you're convinced by now. Okay, if you're convinced, at least click a like, please, everybody. Okay, especially those YouTube. Click a blast of like. It is here. It is the heart. It's not the brain. I can tell you again and again and again and again and again. You won't do anything because you're not conditioned here. You're not trained yet. The investment muscles are not done, and that's why it's important for me, for you guys to join my talks, to get immersed in this culture. That's why. Okay, so yes. So for those people who have made money, good. Okay, I don't ask for anything in return. Just like I don't hold any responsibility if you lose money. Okay, yes. So let me be categorically clear that the path ahead remains uncertain. Okay, it remains uncertain. So what 30%? Sorry, yeah. Okay, the path ahead remains uncertain. The future economy is remain very uncertain. Okay, Jerome Powell himself actually said this. Okay, he said this, that even in normal time, it's difficult to predict the future. Even in normal time, it's difficult to predict the future, let alone in difficult times like this. Okay, so he himself said that there's significantly more uncertainty now than usual. So there's a clear lack of visibility into the future trajectory of the economy. Okay, so the Federal Reserve can only handle it meetings by meetings. Okay, so yeah, so it is a very important thing, and I want to say some of the words that you use. The Federal Reserve remain committed, okay, in fighting inflation. Okay, fighting inflation. Okay, the Federal Reserve coming up. What I don't want is what I call a half-pregnant approach. 1 minute they say I want to fight inflation, next minute I don't want. 1 minute I want, then sure die. Then good luck to it. But Federal Reserve Chairman and they call it the FOMC, Federal Reserve Open Market Committee, okay, is very committed to fighting inflation. They will whack until the inflation actually goes down. But there's a lot of people here, goodness, sorry guys. So I think they will use phrases like this during the talk, and I've listened to an entire speech by Jerome Powell. Okay, so price pressure are very broad. Okay, although there are some prices for some commodities have eased, there are still upward pressure on inflation. Okay, so Jerome Powell knows that commodity prices have come down. Okay, they are acutely aware of hardship of inflation, and we are highly attentive to the risk of inflation. These are very important phrases. It really spells out that they remain very committed in whacking inflation. Okay, that's what we need. What we don't want, we are not afraid of a fight against inflation. We are afraid of a half-ass fight against inflation, and then as a result, then this thing get dragged on like what happens in the 1970s, okay, all the way 80s. Those in YouTube, please, each of you give a like, please. So clearly, this is not the same as it used to be. Okay, this is a very determined Federal Reserve Chairman aim in killing inflation, and that's what we need. So with that, I'm very confident, because what kills the stock market since January until now is inflation. It's not any other things but inflation. And if you could deal with inflation, that would be good. Okay. The good news is that from now till September, there will be no more Federal Reserve meeting. So which means that so these are the Federal Reserve meeting, interest rate meetings, so as to say. There will be no more meetings until September. So for 2 months, we will enjoy this peace. It is not inflation that kills the stock market. You all know that, no? It is the reaction to inflation that kills the stock market. That means when the inflation picks up, the Federal Reserve come in and whack. That increased interest rate caused the stock market to crash. Why are those people on YouTube not giving a like? I don't understand. Okay. Yes. So there will not be an increase in interest rate from now all the way to September, provided there's no sudden change. Then you call everybody back. So that's great. That's great. Yes. Oh, Chris, thank you. Okay. Yes. So it's very, very important. It's very, very important for us to know that from now to September, it is no more firing of interest rate, and that's to our favor. Okay, that's to our favor. So initially, I actually think that there won't be a recession risk, but looks like someone said that it went negative 1.2%. Okay, so clearly, US right now is what we call in a technical recession. Actually, that's not true. US has already been in recession for 6 months. That's technically what it means by that. Which means that for the last 6 months, there was already an inflation. There was already a recession. Okay. So right now, only show what happened is that so the GDP numbers are backward looking. They are lagging indicators. Thank you guys for liking. See, the minute you all like, more people get to watch. More people get to watch, then the more people will be able to benefit from this talk. Okay. Yes. All right. Cool. Dandelion. Okay, that's good. Okay. I appreciate it. Okay. So I don't think that the recessionary risk is that big, because it is backward looking. In fact, if there's anything, it means that the recessionary pressure will bring down the inflation risk, bring down inflation, which is in some sense to our favor. Okay. So the key risk ahead is still inflation. Okay. There are news like this that come out can scare the shit out of everybody, including myself. Okay. Nord Stream 1. So Russia restored the gas all the way to Europe and then cut it down by half. So now it used to be full, then they cut it down to 40%, and now they cut it down by half again. So only left with 20%. So Nord Stream 1, which it pipes the gas to Europe right now, got cut down. Of course, Europe kawi and said that, what the hell are you guys doing? Russia say, oh, got turbine problem, got maintenance problem. So these kind of things drive up prices, and we think drive prices, then inflation will come back again and come and bite us. The interest rate, they have a chance to go up. These kind of things will kill stock market. Okay, so these things so our market will be disturbed by all these things. But I want to stay focused and get everybody very focused on this statement, and it's the most important statement of the night. So you have been sleeping, it's okay. You have been distracted, okay. Now just pay attention for 2 minutes. The single biggest reason for inflation since January until now, the single biggest reason, and I've explained it in my previous video, was quantitative easing by the Federal Reserve. That means the Federal Reserve shot up the interest rate and pushed it up so high through printing of money and things like that. That was the main cause of it. Constitute 80% of the price increase. All right. Good evening to all. Yes. Hi, David. So the fierce increase in interest rate was single-handedly increased by. Ganesh, I'll answer a question later when you ask me again. Okay. After I talk, it was single-handedly increased by the quantitative easing, printing of money. So as long as that cat rain down and we see signs of it taking effect, inflation will come down dramatically. Even with all the petrol prices, commodity prices, all this kind of thing. As long as quantitative easing takes effect, we will have inflation come down dramatically. It will not come down to full, it will come down and that's enough to take off the stock market. Okay? So it's clear until cannot clear already by now, okay? So I'm gonna say again, so those people for those people who were very critical about my prediction of a market recovery, okay? I hope you will take back your words, okay, politely, okay? And I think I want to say this, okay? The path ahead has never seen any brighter since the start of this year. Now it's very, very bright. I don't know why so many people crowd around me right now. There's a lot of people crowding around me. So sorry, okay? So it has never been brighter. It has never been brighter, okay? And it's very clearly the bull run has started. The stock market recovery has started, okay? Petrol prices came down, great. The journey ahead will be rocky. It's not a smooth road, nah. It's those army Lim Chu Kang road, no? Those track. You go that kind of road. It will be a rocky road, and occasionally, as we move along the road, sinkholes will come. You know what sinkhole, right? Suddenly, there's one big hole that just came about. Then we gotta deal with it, okay? So I'm not saying that the path ahead now is clear until cannot clear without any risk. It's like one AYE or PIE that you can just write. Doesn't happen that way, okay? In a path ahead, it'll be full of rocky path. Occasionally, sinkhole will appear, and we gotta deal with it.
37.5.
But I use the phrase, okay, sunshine and rainbows will await those who persist and are courageous. And I want to deal with this comment. I want to deal with this understanding. It really, and I understand, it really takes a hell lot of guts. It's here to invest in a crisis time. I know that. Okay, I know that. That is why I led by example. I do it first. Okay, I fire first. You'll be very, very scary and lonely if you are the only person that do it. Okay, so I fire the shot. I didn't ask you all to follow, but you know, if you want to follow, you know that at least there's one idiot called Mr. Lu that went ahead first. Okay, so that you know, I led by example, and it's not small money. 650,000 so far is not small money. Okay, in fact, I haven't seen anybody, I haven't seen any finance influencer calling a bull and led by example yet. So I might be the only, you know. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just saying that I'm the one that is. I'm the one that actually, take the risk. Okay. Now there is no. I don't get any benefit from this. Okay, don't get me. I'm just telling you what I did. Okay. The reason why I could do it, I go back to my Kueh Lapis investment structure, is I got my CPF 1M65 fully set up already. That's why, you know, I got those guts to go and fire those shots. Yeah. Okay, Yuki, you're very welcome. So, more important in finance journey is to train here, not to train here. So it's important, and I now realize that the years I spent, the close to 20 years I spent being mentored by my financial mentor helps a lot. It is because whatever he can teach me can finish in 1 or 2 weeks, but the regular thing that I'm meeting up with him, and he encouraged me, hand-holding me, telling me that, you know, what I'm doing is right, what I'm doing is wrong, whatsoever. Well, I don't know why so many people come around me. Allow it. Why must they all come around me? Okay. Sorry, guys. They're all very noisy. Okay. So, let's answer the question. Are we too late to enter now? My take is that market is down,
Yeah.
Nasdaq is down, still a big gap. The S&P 500 slightly smaller gap. Okay, there is still some opportunity there for me. I didn't say for you, for me. Okay, I probably will fire another 300k more shots into it before I call it a day firing. Okay, so I will tell you, I will continue to fire, but I will fire a bit later. Okay, I'll fire a bit later, and then we see a bit fire later and watch it and see. Tonight may not be a bad night for me to consider firing one shot actually. Yeah. Okay, if the GDP is negative and everybody gets spooked out. I think that'll be good, but I don't see the futures market. I don't see the futures market reacting that badly. I expect there'll be some profit taking actually. Yeah. I expect, yeah. Adam Khoo said the same thing, but he said a few days later after he predicted. I've been saying 3 weeks ahead already. Yes. Okay. So I think it's okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. So I think that there is still some room for slow, you know, for myself to slowly fire off some shots. Okay. It's time for me to shoot off still. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. If you do the cash,
Okay.
if you want to do it, no.
Okay, scusa.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Grazie.
no problem.
Okay, grazie mille. Okay. Sorry guys, a distraction. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. So I feel that there is still some room for small bites whatsoever. And for those people who find that they are very uncomfortable in, thank you guys, in investing in down markets, you could do what I call dollar cost averaging, buying bits and bits and bits and bits and bits. Buy small. You don't need to buy humongous size. Just, if you have $100,000 spare, invest $1,500, whatever. Just keep buying. Small bites are easier to do. Maybe I'll give one lesson on how to train your heart rather than train your mind. Cool. I can tell you, I told everybody, public and kind of public, tens of thousands of people have heard it. How many people actually do it? Very few. Okay, I think so. It's because it really takes more here than here. Okay. Yes. Good. Okay. Good. Let's have some questions, shall we? Okay. Let's have some questions. Okay. Any questions, guys? Okay. Any questions? Okay. Okay. Yeah. So my aim is to in this crash to fire off $1. Okay. Do you invest in UPro and TQQQ? I do, but I invest it with a very firm strategy that's run by computers. So those instruments are deadly if you don't know how to invest in them. So my advice to everybody is not to touch those instruments. It's deadly. It's leverage instrument. During the crash, during the crash, you can lose a lot. A lot. Yeah. When it crashed at a time. So I don't want to talk about those things. It's very dangerous instrument. What's your take on using SA in our CPF to invest in funds? Okay, no, I don't encourage that. Okay, I don't encourage that. It's very what can give you 4% risk-free? Nothing in the world. Nothing. Okay. Not many people are cash rich in Singapore, my Mr. Lu. Okay, then you can ask yourself why. Why are you not cash rich? Okay, number one, you could be because you don't earn enough, or you don't save enough. Okay, it's just these two reasons, right? So you got to work out your equation why, right? Now, one of the biggest reason, okay, is that I don't buy big cars and big houses. Okay, I don't buy big cars and big houses. I still stay in HDB, right? So one condo nowadays is $1-2 million. Yeah. Okay. Do you take profits in investment? And when I do it, I rarely do it. Okay, I just hold on to it. I rebalance them sometimes, but I rarely. Once I invest, they are all in the stock market. Okay, I rarely do. Confused about this. It has been said that stock market huge rally over the past 2 years was a big deal to QE. Shouldn't QT bring it back to normal range? Which is less than 4,000. You already broke through 4,000. Obviously, that is not true. Yeah. Okay. Is QQQ's Invesco Series 1, say a few QQ? I actually don't know. I only know QQQ. I don't know which series is that, okay? I do buy QQQ, okay? Okay, I'm trying to take some questions. Anybody have any questions? Okay. I don't believe in Adam. Don't believe Adam Khoo, please. I don't know. Okay. Adam Khoo seems quite a wise guy. Okay, he's quite a smart guy. My only problem with some of these financial influencers is that they are pushing financial courses. Yeah, that part I get a bit uncomfortable. Okay, but you know it's okay. Different people like to make money in different ways. I think it's fine. Okay. Okay. So normal market will be down, other Fed rate hike. High inflation war, still consider sign of rebound. Exactly, Justin. That's the funny thing. There's still there's high inflation now, war, high debt, whatever, all the bad signs, the stock market is still rallied up. So empirically, it's very clear. These are not the cause for concern for the stock market. Yeah, okay. Deficit GDP numbers will affect the current green bull. The US deficit numbers has been there since I don't know, I came to know about life. Yes, okay. Yeah, so I wouldn't be too concerned about that. What is futures? Futures very complicated. It's another instrument that you shouldn't touch. Yeah, futures are just signals ahead. It's another stock market. No, it's not something stock market, but they trade ahead of the stock market. Okay, the one try not to touch, so I don't want to talk too much about it. It's also another dangerous. I can't find any news about the negative 1.2 GDP. Is it true, guys, that there's a negative 1.2 GDP? I thought it's coming out. I thought it's coming at 8:30. That's why I don't know why people say that GDP. I actually think that the GDP won't go negative. Okay, perhaps locals market, Mr. Lua, the stocks counter that you said to be promising counter. I just did a whole talk on the Singapore stock market. Have you not watched it? Okay, that is a must watch. Okay, the Singapore stock market is the shittiest stock market that I haven't known in my life. Do you think crypto market still pose a risk to bull run? Dandelion, the answer is I don't know what I don't know. The crypto market, how he has got links with the outside world, I have no idea. I consider that a risk. Okay, S&P 500 is so slow. Wait till you join STI index, then you know why it's slow. Okay, yes. BKR, I don't like to pick stocks. Okay, why don't you take profits on the instrument? So I let it compound. Yeah, because I found compounding. Okay. He just talked about Singapore. Who is he? Sorry, who is he? Keith, I don't know who you're talking about. Okay, can you update us on the next fire? Every time I do. Okay, I will first update on my Telegram channel. So please update on my. Please watch. Please join my Telegram channel 1865 TG+1. Whenever I fire a shot within 1 hour, I'll tell everybody already. Then YouTube, I'll tell almost the next day or the night. Okay. Singapore banks are having a bull run right now. They're having recovery. That's not bull run. Yes. Okay. Mr. Lu, you mentioned mostly EQ ETF. Do you also hold bond funds? I do some bond funds, and I won't name the names, but that is I hold the bonds more to offset the fluctuations in the stocks. That trading algorithm is quite complicated, so that trading algorithm is quite complicated, so I don't want. There are numerous punters impacting the current stock market. How are numerous punters impacting the current run in stock market? I don't think it's caused by punting. Okay. It's called by real investment. Yes, 1865 TG+1. Yes. In a volatile stock market, isn't it good to take profit when it's up? No. My investment strategy is to hold and let compounding take its course. So I won't take profits. Okay. Almost never. Okay, but I do rebalance. Okay, don't get me wrong. Not in the mainstream, but okay, I've got some other trading algorithm. Once those are very complicated, I won't talk about those. Okay. Mr. Lu, what's your opinion on the US to Sing dollar exchange rate? US dollar will be strong, or I'm waiting to change some US dollar to buy some ETF. I don't think you need to be bothered about. You don't try to predict. Don't try to predict the exchange rate is very difficult. Okay. Yes, my background is a bit noisy because this shop is a bit noisy. Okay, so I gotta apologize. Okay. Okay. Any chance of market will return to the lowest point again? Chances are always there. Any chance? Yes, there's chance. Whether high or low, that's all. Mr. Lu, are you a Paul? I assume you're talking about the book by Thomas Stanley. Okay, I actually forgotten what's Paul already. Mr. Lu, I bought SGX last year and gained a few K, then lost it all when it crashed. I exited Singapore stock market and went to QQ and Tesla last year and gained it all now and gain it all back, but now it holds. Okay. So Albert, I don't know a question. We shouldn't invest using SA, using CPF SA. I agree. How about CPF OA? Can we beat the CPF OA in the markets? I invested so many shorts using CPF OA, right? Because I believe in it. Yeah. Okay. But provided you have got your Kueh Lapis and then structure all laid up. When's your next shot on QQQ? I don't know. I gotta watch the market. Okay. Good evening, Candy. Dead cat do bounce back. It can always happen. Why do you always do live in a shop? Because that's my wife's business. She do all these things, so I follow her. So whenever I've got time, I jump off and quickly do a live. Okay. So I can get very fast for you all. Okay. Cool.
And these are not big size.
Okay. Any other question?
These are what size?
Any other question? Just want to say thanks for everything you do. I know you're not telling me about yourself, but you're the only YouTuber I listen to. Thank you. Okay, when is Kelu coming back? That's a good question. She won't be coming back pretty soon. Yeah. Hey, we need to fundraise for microphone for you because the money all went to stocks. Okay. Okay. Beam is the location I choose. I can choose to talk in a quiet place, then I got internet problem as well. Do you see interest rate right shooting above 3%? Yes, I do. Okay, yes, I do. Mr. Lu, what's your career besides selling bags? Selling bags is my wife's job, not my job. My wife's business. I'm just helping her. Okay, yes. My business? Oh, I got quite a few. Okay, just Google SS Digital Private Limited. Okay, I'm the chairman there. Yeah, that's my business. I own the business with a few co-founders. Could it be a bull trap? Anything is possible. If you want zero risk, you want certainty until certainty, then you invest. You think there's still chance for you? Can do a DCA? Sure. More or less that's what I'm doing, right? I'm firing shots slowly into the market. Okay. Cool. Okay, I hope you find this this talk useful. Can you share what a good platform to start a newbie looking at a good platform? There's so many platforms out there that's very cheap right now. Poems, UOB Kay Hian, I use Standard Charter, IBKR, all this, yeah. Okay. DBS stocks you can buy. I don't like to pick stocks. I mentioned before. What can share what your mentor has shared with you? Exactly what I shared with you guys. Well, a lot of the skills are what he taught me. Okay. Cool. All right. Good. Okay. I still want to know whether I don't think the GDP has been announced yet. I think there's some mistake in that. I don't think there's going to be a GDP negative this quarter. Okay, if that's so, then the market will be very mild. But anyway, I don't think it matters. Market predicts 0.5, 0.25 until end of year. Is good for stock market? Yes, absolutely. Then the interest rate is mellowing down. Okay. Is Singapore bond ETF a decent focus on? I don't like to touch Singapore bonds. Okay, that's just me. But the SSB is a good place to invest. GDP is not out yet. Twitter speculation. That's why I don't think a GDP will go negative. Simply because Jerome Powell said it will not go negative. Biden himself said it will not go negative. So there's a good chance it will not go negative. And if it turns positive, the stock market will rocket again. Okay. High chance of positive given increase in travel, yes. Any advice for SA shielding for people? Tell me what. There are a few videos that I did that talk about it. Yes. All right. Cool. Okay. I hope. Yes, Joan is a Twitter speculation what everybody's saying. So your info I don't think is correct. So I don't think the stock market. I don't think the GDP is going negative. Yes, yes, I know there is background noises. Okay, yes, sorry guys. Okay, great. Okay, so I hope that the information I share with you is important. To sum up, I think that the the light at the end of tunnel has never been brighter. Never been brighter. Okay? Oh gosh. Okay, the light at the end of the tunnel has never been brighter. So I think that the current bull run that we're experiencing will continue to run, but you'll be very choppy. There'll be the path ahead will be choppy, and occasional sinkholes will come out. And be prepared for some shocks. Okay. I cannot tell you what you should do, but I'm gonna stay on my course and just go on. Cool. Okay. All right. Good. Okay. With this, thank you everybody. Okay. I gotta return my channel back to my wife. Okay. So that she can do her show. Mr. Lu, do you feel any richer as a millionaire myself? I tell you, once you cross a certain mark in your life, every incremental millions you make have no impact in my life, to your life. Yes, no impact at all, zero. Okay, I still, you may not realize this. I wear this one shirt now for this entire trip, almost for 80%. I got a few shirts, but I wash dry, and just wear. Yeah, my pants also the same pants. I wash and wash every day and dry it. Okay, so the same watch I use for 20 years. I don't. When I was poor, when I'm rich, I don't. My lifestyle hasn't changed much. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. Thank you for joining us. Okay. Hope that everybody will do well economically, and let's. Wow. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Okay, I'm going to off it now. If any questions, I'll answer in the next round. Okay. See you. Good night, Facebook. Good night, Facebook and YouTube. Good. Okay. Yes. Stay safe. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. Now, Facebook, you remind me.